Hey there paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's another crazy geek crafter with another Yuletide project. This one is perfect for hanging in the window. I love these, and these are some of the original ones I have of this project. I think I've been 9 or 10 when I made the bigger ones, and then the other ones I made at a later date where I also made 9 Christmas cards. It was actually 11 years ago, and as you see the picture is not that great, but I've cut all these by hand. It took me a month to make them all. It was the first time I sent out Christmas cards. Actually, I've been doing it ever since, but they were really nice. And as you see the picture, it's not too great, but I still have these that I put up every year, but I wanted some more. And when I saw the die from Free Scoops, I figured they would make it so much easier to make these. And I was kind of right. Since they're so small, it's a bit harder to cut the tissue paper that makes up the windows. And I hope you saw there was an even smaller die with the same motif. I have completely given up trying to put that one, make that one in this fashion with the tissue paper. It's going to be so fiddly I'll break something in anger. So, but this one, it went alright, I'd say. I prefer this one with black for the outline. I have made some with white at one point. The very first original ones I made were actually made with red cardstock. I didn't look too great. I think they got water damaged one year when they were hanging on the window, I think. And I had to throw them out because they're from the same time as the oldest ones I have with black. They're just the first ones I made. But here's the tissue paper, and I had to buy. I didn't have to. I bought this pack with different colors, but there are so many sheets. I don't know how many hearts I will have to make to use all of this. It's insane. And I don't get why they fold it this weird way. It's really odd. But I don't need that much, and I'll figure out something else to do with the rest, I hope. I'm going to make a test one. Just to see if it will work at all. And when I cut out the die, I was getting worried because that's really tiny. And the first one, I hand cut all the pieces of tissue paper. I will contemplate overnight after making the first one how to do it easier, since I can't die cut it out with this specific die. Because all the pieces will be too small. There will be nothing to attach to the black with. They need to be a tiny bit bigger. But I'll figure it out, and you'll see that later. How I get this all to work. with the first one done and a good night's sleep, I decided to try and die cut the tissue paper with the background die of the set. First, of course, I need more black frames. As always, when I'm trying something new, I do a test run. This time I'm using the blue one to see if this will even work. Of course, I was pretty sure I could cut the tissue paper. That wasn't what I was worried about. I was worried about cutting the rest to size by hand. So I figured I could follow the stitching on this to cut off the excess on the outside. And then hopefully I can use either the die or the die cut of the inside to draw in where to cut for the rest of the pieces. I hope that makes sense. Here's the visual. And it was actually a help that the heart has stitching, because it made it easier to hit the center line of everything. Spoiler alert, this does work out. And I only made 5 this year, but I think I'll make more next year. It's just that there were so many projects I wanted to get done this year. And, well, you see this one is out of order. It's not Saturday, but I'm posting it anyway. It's because I have a few Christmas projects I want out before the holiday, so that people can enjoy them and use them before they have to pack away all their Christmas stuff. Now that I know I can cut them out, sorry about that. The dog is sleeping on my table. He apparently missed me while I was out shopping for presents. So, but the point was, now I have enough for 2 different sides of the heart, so I can ready 2, and then I can cut out all the rest of the tissue paper, and then I can batch glue everything. But one thing you have to remember is to glue everything on the same side of the heart. I'm not going to remember that. I'm going to screw it up later with one of the blues. But I figured a solution where I didn't have to redo everything. So it's not the end of the world. It was just annoying that I forgot. I don't know if you noticed on the old ones, I've also made this mistake. Of course, I was like 9 or 10 years old, so of course I made mistakes, but you can actually see the glue residue on one side, on the outside. But here, I peeled it off, and actually I should just have left it, because I'm going to cover this side with that now is glue stained with an extra die cut. So this one is going to be 3 die cuts thick, but it's not that visible. And then I didn't have to ruin the tissue paper piece that I had already cut. But I can just make another one. It's not like the end of the world or anything. So here we go. And now I just have to make an extra die cut to make it look nice. But pay attention to where you're gluing. That's all I can say. Lastly, I want to say, even if you don't have the dies, you can make these. Like I said, I made these when I was 9 or 10, without any dies or die cutting machines or the Brother Scan and Cut or whatever medium you might want to use as a shortcut for this. I hope you'll be back tomorrow where there'll be another Yuletide video. Until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night.